heaven, West Virginia.
And then there is this other version of citizenship, which essentially says that the purpose of a society is not to advance the lot of us, but really to advance me and people like me. And I have no obligation to the greater society because anyone other than me should not be my problem. It's a really extreme form of great man libertarianism. It's Ayn Randism mixed with fascism plus a Brazil and Moscow chaser. So if people are poor or hungry, that's on them. I don't want to pay a penny more in taxes to help. Hell, if I play my cards right, I might be the next Bezos and take pleasure trips to space. Now, if I choose, I'll give to charity because that will make me feel good and me look good. But you can't make me help other people. It's a version of citizenship that depends not just on toddler-level selfishness, but on the existence of a group of special citizens who must always win and be appeased in order for things to be, quote, fair. And secondary citizens and non-citizens whose feelings just do not count. It's a society designed to make me, the member of the special citizen group, and people like me, feel good all the time. And who are these special citizens? Why, they're white so-called Christian conservatives who feel like this country was built by them for them. And so everyone but them needs to suck it up and let them have their way, or else. And their party, the Republicans, have gone from pretending to be the party of personal responsibility to unmasking themselves as the party of selfish people who cannot play well with others. And they even have their own cable networks. Plus something called Getter, which kind of sounds like porn. Moving on. Anywho, so I'm an old Star Trekkie, and old Trekkie, love Star Trek. So they kind of remind me of Charlie from that classic Star Trek episode. The annoying alien incel who destroys everything around him whenever he doesn't get his way. So the special citizen says, I don't want to wear a mask. And if you try to make me, I'll attack those low-wage clerks at the store or at the Burger King. And I don't want to get vaccinated either. If people get sick from me, oh well, not my problem. Joe Rogan said it was fine. My kids aren't going to mask up to protect other kids. F those other kids. Their parents are probably commies anyway. Which usually means people who want rights for other people and who actually give a damn what happens to them. So this midterm election year, we are going to find out which brand of citizenship is stronger. And the answer will tell us whether our democracy is strong enough to survive.
When you lay on top of that anti-science, anti-fact, an allergy to truth, sphere where a man who is a president can dictate the terms of those with whom he disagrees to the point that they are illegitimate, that they are not true American citizens. This is the utter definition of a fascist impulse that has to be ameliorated by our consistent commitment to expanding the boundaries of democracy. But then again, the Asian folk, the Chinese folk, the Japanese folk, the African folk in America, the immigrants, those whose bodies have borne the burden of the expansion of democracy must once again rescue this democracy.
All right, guys, that's the end of the video, and she's a little unhinged, pretty sure. But her categorizing all Republicans as fascist and man babies because of certain things that people decide what they want to do with their body, it kind of made me laugh because when I think about fascism, the first person I think is Joe Biden. He sold himself to the corporations of the United States. Now, not to say that Republicans haven't either, because they have. People like the Bushes, Mitt Romney, and Lindsey Graham. But if you want to compare the two parties, who has sold out more, it's definitely the Democrat Party at this point. They've sold out to these woke corporations in order to benefit themselves as well as benefit that company that they're trying to push to get bigger. Now, how have they done that? Build Back Better plans, perfect example of that, as well as that infrastructure bill. The infrastructure bill is definitely pushing green energy sector. And why? It's because majority of Democrats and some Republicans, they have money invested in these companies. And for them to get their money back from their investment, they need to actually start making some money and making good products. So what are they pushing? Green energy on the United States. And another thing she seems to focus on almost daily is people's race or religion. And I'm not sure why this matters when it comes to political philosophy. Because I've met people that are Christians that are Democrats, and I've met people that were Christians that were Republicans, and I've also met people that were atheists and they're Republican, and also atheists and they're Democrat. I don't see what religion has anything to do with it, or race, or anything else. Because the fact is, no matter what your background is, you can find them all across the political spectrum. So, her bringing this up every time she does a show, it's getting a little old. And none of what she said in that, in my opinion, is true at all. Especially since she's saying that Christian white people are selfish people. And if you look at donations to Salvation Army and so on and so forth, Christians do a ton of donations to these charitable organizations and try to help people. The same with what happened in Haiti 10 years ago. A lot of donations went to the Clinton Foundation in order to get it to Haiti. So I do not believe what she's saying is true about Christians. I don't believe it's true about white people either. So because really, when it comes to selfishness, it goes across religion and race. No matter what religion or race you are, you could be selfish. So when she says stuff like that, she's just generalizing, and I don't believe it's true, and that's the worst kind of racism in my opinion. But guys, that's all my opinion. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Peace.